everybody. I'm currently here outside of the Manila Museum. It's closed, but they said I'm allowed to go upstairs and check out the view from the top. So I'm just going to go ahead and take you guys through a quick overview of this really antique museum that was built during the times of the Spaniards in the Philippines when they colonized the country. But I just thought I'd give you a quick look of what this whole architecture kind of looks like from up at the top. So here it is. Very unique to look at. Traditional, definitely. And if you check out the windows are actually made out of pieces of shell material. Okay. So anyway, that's what it looks like from the bottom of this court. But like I said, this was pre-built during the Spanish colonization of the country. So very interesting architecture. Anyway, I'm actually waiting for the start of the procession. So we're just going to float around for a little bit before we go to the Catholic procession that's supposed to start in half an hour. Anyway, this is what it all looks like. It's very Spanish looking and theme-wise. I think you guys would really enjoy coming out here and checking things out. It's not the typical architecture that you will see, and even here there's stuff that, well, still have water in it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe and like our YouTube channel and Facebook page so that we can continue doing what we do, which is to share some fascinating places to visit, the off the beat track where there's not a whole lot of people that knows about it. So anyway, thanks for joining me. I'm going to be signing off in a little bit so that I can catch the procession that's supposed to start in about half an hour from now. That said, thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe and like us. Intramuros, checking out the street food scene here. And I'm about to try things out. I just thought I'd show you what it all looks like. Very cool stuff. It's all fresh fruits for the drinks. Fruits everywhere. My favorite mangoes, basically. They're all over here, and some of the fried egg rolls and hot dogs and everything else that you can constantly come up with. Big corn. So, pretty interesting street food scene. Have like smoothies and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, pretty crowded. Bunch of people because it's Holy Week and there's no work on a Friday, so everybody's out and about here at the local church. So I'm gonna keep on floating around until it's time for me to head on back so I can film the procession. But yeah, so that's what these are all for. Anyway, you see all those people. There's tons of people right now. They're just having fun, enjoying themselves out and having their street food. So I thought I'd let you guys see what it looks like. Really cool. So here's where the procession is about to take place. They're preparing all the saints and all their national religious figures to parade them around. So we're just going to stay for a little bit for that so y'all can see what it looks like when they start the parade. But they're setting it up now, and yeah, it's pretty cool. It's going to be pulled by several people, and as y'all can see, it's right in front of the church. So yeah, this church is actually, decades old, even centuries. It was built by the Spaniards when they were here after they colonized the Philippines. So this is the San Agustin Church, very similar to that church that you would find if you were to go to South America, especially all those countries that were previous. This whole procession, jam-packed with people. As y'all can see, everybody's out and about. It's Holy Week, so people are not working on this Friday, and they're basically just, going to be experiencing this celebration. So anyhow, thanks for watching. I will be back in a few minutes when the procession starts. Take care. So everybody, the procession is about to start here, and I thought I'd give you guys a quick look of all the saints that they're going to be parading with. It's a big event here as a Catholic country, as y'all can see. All the devout Catholics are basically here at the church and preparing for the parade and setting up the saints. So they're actually going to be pulling these icons on top of a cart up around the streets, so you'll get to see that in a few minutes. And it's very similar tradition to that of in Spain and other Catholic countries around the world. Even in Italy, the Italians are devout Catholics themselves. So it's a very interesting experience and one that I've never seen before. So I'm glad that I managed to come out here and look around to see what this is all about. I did go inside and basically listen in to the service, and this is what it looks like inside the church. that is formally built and was designed to that of the Vatican and other Catholic churches around the world. So I just thought I'd give you guys a quick, view of what it looks like. So these are going to be some of the apostles that will be pulling on the carts, and there we go. It's a big deal here just because majority of the population are Catholic, and it's Easter Holy Week, so they're setting things up now so we can basically experience this grand event in this part of the world. So here we are. We're going to position ourselves where we can have a good view of this whole procession. It's jam-packed with people. As y'all can see, everybody's out and about. It's Holy Week, so people are not working on this Friday, and they're basically just, going to be experiencing this celebration. So anyhow, thanks for watching. I will be back in a few minutes when the procession starts. Take care. So greeting folks, currently here at San Sebastian Church here in Intramuros, and they're going to be doing a procession for their saints, and we're going to walk with them for a little bit so y'all can see what it looks like relating to the saints. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe on our YouTube channel and like us on Facebook. Alright, hope you enjoy it. So they have several saints that they're going to be pulling out and processing outside this evening. It's actually going to be looking very interesting at the dark when it's dark outside and there's not a whole lot of light in the street. So it's going to be part of an event, and a pretty interesting event in my opinion. They're prepping everything else now, so they got things started shortly here. as y'all can probably notice, that most of these saints have the feature of European people, because during the colonization period, the Philippines, most of the Spaniards that came over here were from Europe, and therefore they brought their icons and everyone else that resembles that society and that part of the world. Pretty interesting. So when the Spaniards were here, they brought Catholicism and introduced the native Indians, the island people, to Catholicism, the faith of the Roman Church and their followers from the Vatican and from all the other Catholic countries of Europe. So that pretty much tells you the history and story of colonization and religious, indoctrination of colonizers from Europe that came over to basically instill culture, religion, education, and everything else that were relevant and somewhat efficient within their society, but it wasn't really serving a purpose other than introducing the population to a culture and tradition and social norms that they never been experienced before and have never really elected to be a part of. That said, folks, this is the whole week. It's called Semana Viernes Santa, which is Holy Friday here in Intramuros, Philippines. And they're going to be walking and processing this event until they circle out throughout the town and basically remind the population to basically go to church and observe the religious tradition and culture of the Philippines. Pretty interesting if y'all really want to. Okay, folks, so all these people are heading to church and they're going to be observing their traditional Easter Friday night celebration. And as y'all can see, there's tons of people out there right now just basically going out and about on a Friday night and staying out now that the weather is starting to cooperate. It's not as humid and dry as it used to be. And on top of that, here's another church. This is actually Manila Cathedral. And so they're going to be also leading a procession from this church, I believe, later this evening. But the one where we went to is where the traditional procession event typically takes place. But this is also a Spanish-built church, and it's very impressive. Even though it's an old church, the way that was built is very similar to the ones that were built during the Spaniards' colonization in other countries in South America and Central America that were basically colonized by the Spaniards. Alright, folks, and this is the Palacio de Gobernador, which is the governor's palace, I guess, lightly and loosely.
once a day that I would pray for you. I'd go and misbehave just so you'd notice too. Sneaking looks up and down from across the room. And damn, what a hell of a view. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date. You're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight. Don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase. So catch me if I fall. Praying that this night's gonna last. You got it all on tap, I'm loving your vibe, always have your back. We like all the same tracks, listen all night in the sheets all black. Said I'm falling fast, don't remember life before you, that's fact. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date. You're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight. Don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase. So catch me if